What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 31 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Nikki Powell, and joining me today, Amanda Kane.
Hi, guys.
And back from another long absence. And I mean, we're mad that you left us, but we're really happy that you're back. Samantha Sufka.
Hey, guys.
We're back. The three of us. We're only missing one. It seems like we can never get all of us in one place at the same time.
She's busy.
She? Oh,
Huh?
Miranda. Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
Did you
Somebody said she's busy, and I'm like, wait, who's busy? There's a lot of she's here. All the she's here are busy.
The one who's not. I mean, we are technically busy doing the podcast right now, but,
We are busy.
the one who's not here.
Yeah. One of us is always busy. It's not fair.
Yeah. I can't even think of the last time we've all been on together.
It was a long time ago.
Like a
So
year.
everyone
More
needs to tweet Miranda and tell her that she needs to devote a day to recording with us because we miss her. And her little Pikachu face. All right, since it's been such a long time, we're going to start the show off like we usually do every time. But this time, Samantha, what have you been doing in the last 3 months since we've seen you? What's your life been like? What are you playing? Where are you going? What are you doing?
It's been super, super busy. I went to E3. Amanda was there, so that was awesome.
See, never in the same place at the same time. Because wasn't Miranda there too?
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw
One of
each
us is always
other.
missing.
We saw each other for all of 10 minutes. We took a little
Yeah,
picture.
maybe.
We documented it with a picture. So I did that. I also went to Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con for the first time. That was cool. It was awesome. I did some roundtables and stuff, interviews for Once Upon a Time. I saw the Heroes Reborn cast, and it was cool. I mean, I didn't buy anything, which makes me sad. But I didn't really have a chance to go around the floor and stuff. But
Side note. I got one of those pins. I'm stoked.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
How
my
did,
friend started buying them on eBay and was like, "You wanted the Black Widow pin, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'll
Oh.
trade you for a Funko Pop." I was like, "Done."
You have to text me a picture of whatever this pin is because now I'm curious.
Okay.
They're really cute. So how much did it cost on eBay?
So when they first came out and people bought them all up and then they were selling them on eBay, they were ridiculously expensive. It was insane. I think I really, and if anybody out there listening wants to know of a Christmas present for Amanda, I really, really, really want the Captain Marvel one. And that's one of the ones that came in the blind box, and it's $40, but when they originally were selling it, they were selling it for $80. So it's going down in price. But
Yeah.
I think some of them are a little bit harder to find than others. I think he paid $30 for Black Widow and Hawkeye because he really wanted Hawkeye,
Yeah.
and he knew I liked Black Widow. So
Oh my gosh.
but I was excited. Okay, continue. What do you
Yeah,
do?
so I didn't get to buy anything. I'm really sad. I'm thinking about it now. I was supposed to go to D23, but that didn't end up happening. But I'm really sad about that too, because there was a lot of stuff, there was a Beauty and the Beast print that I really wanted. And then, the super exciting thing a couple weeks ago, I went up to San Francisco to Napa Valley, wine country of all places, to play.
What?
I did. We went and we went.
You what?
I know. I didn't have any time to see anybody.
I'm 5 minutes from wine country.
Okay.
5 minutes, Samantha.
The conversation Sam was having with me while she was doing this. Oh my god, my plane is late. Oh my god, I don't know if we're gonna make it. Oh my god.
My plane got delayed an hour and a half.
Bitch,
Getting
I would have
out.
picked you up at the airport and drove you to where you needed to go. You didn't call me. Next time I'm in LA, I'm just not.
I didn't know.
Just
No,
for
but the thing
principle.
is,
I'm gonna text her and leave and be like, I'm leaving LA, FYI.
it was one of those weird things where we flew into SFO and then I took an Uber to some bus station by the baseball stadium, and then they were like, okay, well, we're gonna pick you up on the charter bus, and then we're gonna drive you guys out into the middle of nowhere up in wine country. So I didn't even know where we were going. We ended up going to the Castello di Amorosa, the winery. It looks like a castle. So I thought we were just going straight up there, but we stopped at like a hotel along the way, so I didn't even know that was happening. But so we went to the hotel, we dropped our stuff. I got to rest for like half an hour, and then we got back in the car and drove for like another half hour, 45 minutes. We had they did wine tasting. We had this huge feast at this big table. Like there were no forks. We had to eat with our hands. It was ridiculous. And we had desserts and all that stuff. And I got to play well over an hour of Dark Souls 3.
Nice.
Which I think for anybody that knows me, I'm super obsessed with Dark Souls. So that was really exciting for me.
I never would have guessed.
I know, it's the most freaking obvious thing ever, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wrote up a little impressions piece for Nerdist, so yeah, it was sweet. I'm really excited for it to come out. They've been working on it since around the time that they finished the first Dark Souls, and maybe around the time they started working on Bloodborne, they started working on this. It was the original team, and because the original they had another group of people segue off and do Dark Souls 2, and the director of Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Bloodborne, Miyazaki, he didn't work on Dark Souls 2. He just kind of advised and stuff. So this is kind of going back to its roots a little bit. Pulls some stuff from Bloodborne, pulls some stuff from Dark Souls 2, and kind of some of the converging pathways and crazy stuff from the first Dark Souls. So yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome. That sounds like fun. Amanda, what are you doing with your life?
Oh, God.
Anything different from last week? Because we actually recorded 2 weeks in a row.
I know, this is amazing.
That's because we missed a week, but nobody's going to mention that.
No, I think we missed more than a week. I think we missed a month. Am I doing anything different? No, not really. I'm working less, I think, slightly. I don't know, maybe.
Yay!
Lucky.
I guess kind of counts. It's instead of 70 hours a week, I'm working 65. So that's
okay.
I was gonna say, don't you have 2 or 3 jobs?
Yes. Well, now I have 1 and a half. I have 1, and then I go and work the other one when they need help, which is all the time right now. So
Okay.
half, 1 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, you're probably. I don't know. I'm working a lot too. I never have time, as you guys know. I'm I don't know. Sometimes I don't even have time to relax. So. I don't know.
I had to buy a new planner because the old planner I had was so scribbled in with stuff that was just so unorganized that I had to buy a new planner and rewrite out my life. And then I have to bring my planner with me into work because every single day I get there and they're like, hey, could you stay 6 hours today and help out? And I'm like, yeah, wait, no. And then I open it and realize, oh my God, I have 12 other things to do when I get home. So no, not today, sorry. Either that or, yeah, I'll stay. And then I'm there until 6 o'clock at night, and it sucks. Which doesn't seem that late, but when you get there at 6 o'clock in the morning, it totally sucks. Yeah, I'm not doing anything different with my life either. Playing more Persona. More Risei's Bay.
I like Risei.
And,
Risei-chan.
Risei-chan. Yeah, I got a little farther with her, which is nice. Yeah, just playing more. I haven't picked up anything else. I've just been crazy Persona. So that's
I'm
life.
still playing Batman.
I
And
still
are you
haven't
still
finished it.
hating the car?
Yes, I still hate the car.
Everyone hates the car. I think I've met one person that likes the Batmobile. No, that's a lie. She likes it too.
I like the Batmobile. It gets kind of annoying towards the end.
In the beginning. I mean the middle, but I haven't gone there yet.
No, I mean, I think it controls really well. I think it's fun to drive around. I really like launching out of it and stuff, and calling it up and slides underneath you. I think that's fun.
If this is an example of a car in a game that drives really well, I really don't want to see games where the car does not drive very well, because Maybe it's just me, but it drives like shit. Because I can't handle driving in games. We all know this. So.
Neither. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of driving in games either. Like, I was really terrible at Grand Theft Auto 5 driving around in the car. I mean, I think those controls are kind of wonky anyways, but I felt like the Batmobile was generally pretty easy to drive around in. So I don't know, I thought it was fun. But yeah, it does get annoying after a while. Especially in some of the boss fights and stuff that happen later.
Really. Can't wait for that. All right, so let's jump into our first question. We only have 2. Come on, listeners. Slacking over here. If you're watching live, and I know 2 of you are because I can see your little numbers down there, tweet us at LipSyncNerds. Ask us questions, comments on the show, anything. You know we like it. We don't have anything else to talk about. So, first question, loyal fan of the show, Nidu. He says, what's your favorite nerdy event that you've attended in your life? So between the 3 of us, we have started racking up events that we've been going to in the past few years. Maybe not too many cons. Sam, you've got more cons than probably most of us. But out of all of those, tell me your favorite and why.
And we're not counting Beyond 300 in this because that's where we met. So
that's obviously our favorite, so we're going to skip it.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, I know you've gone to like a whole bunch. You did E3 this year, right? You did Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You did. What else did you do?
I did WonderCon also. I went to that. That was like back in April, I want to say. It's just kind of like the little Comic-Con, like baby Comic-Con they have in Anaheim over here by Disneyland. They have it in the Anaheim Convention Center. But yeah, I mean, I think my favorite one is probably an obvious one. It's E3. Just because, you know, last year was the first E3 that I got to go to, and it was a lot of fun. You get to play a lot of games. This year was my second time, and I got to see Amanda, so that was really cool. I had a lot more appointments this year, so it was kind of hard to play more things. But yeah, I'd say E3, definitely, just like for the playing games aspect. I mean, some cons and stuff you're able to play games, but like I'm not even gonna try to get in those lines at all to play that stuff.
And Sam and I got to dance at E3.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing my T-shirt.
Yay!
Oh, how cute!
Yeah, we had to dance for those T-shirts. It was
worth it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're okay. I don't think there's any like evidence out there of us dancing, per se. I'm gonna shut up about it actually because I think I know someone who has evidence. So yeah,
someone's gonna tag us.
But yeah, that part was fun and awkward.
That's who we are. We're fun and awkward. Yeah. It's okay. I accepted it. We got a T-shirt.
It's a good tagline. Fun and awkward.
Yeah. So E3. I have like a love-hate relationship with San Diego Comic-Con. Hate the crowds and friggin' trying to get from the convention center back and forth to different hotels and stuff like that. But I had a lot of fun doing like some of the more press stuff in the press rooms and checking out. I saw the preview for the pilot episode of a television show called Lucifer, and that was really entertaining. So I had a good time. But yeah, didn't get to buy anything.
No thanks.
See, my first stop at a con would be like, shopping? What do I buy? Amanda, you've done events. We've done events together.
Yeah. I actually have been to quite a few cons, but most of the time they've been for work. So, it's kind of a toss-up for me between PAX and New York Comic Con. The reason being is because last year was the first year that I went to New York Comic Con, so it was very new and exciting for me. Whereas with PAX, like I had been there for last year was year number. How many scarves do I have in my closet? I don't know. Year number 3 or 4, I can't remember. And like as it goes on, PAX just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's kind of like Sam said, it's gets to the point where you don't really want to stand in line to play anything anymore because it's just there's so many people you spend most of your day playing, or excuse me, standing in line. But I've met some like awesome people. Like last year at PAX was the first time that I met a lot of people from Pulp 365, and that was cool. So, and then last year at New York Comic Con, I met a lot of people from Pulp 365 too. So, I think my favorite part of conventions in general is meeting people. But I'd have to say that now that I've gotten more into the comic scene, I'm probably New York Comic Con was probably my favorite, and probably where I was the most starstruck, I guess, because you just walk around and like. There's an alley called Artist Alley, and it's just a room full of artists, and you just go there and you just walk up to a table they're never like crowded or anything like that. You walk up to a table and you start chatting, and then you realize like, wow, this guy draws. Like I think my roommate and I had like a 45-minute conversation with this guy, and then realized like we were talking to the guy who draws the new Thor, the female Thor. And like we just were, chatting him up, talking about how awesome his artwork was, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, wait, I know who you are. And it was just, it was just like one of those moments, and I really like the after convention stuff more too. Once you realize like all this, because most of the time people when they go to conventions they're like, yes, I want to see this person, have all this stuff signed, but realistically you don't realize like how almost impossible that is to get all of that stuff done in one trip. Like I went and had like 5 or 6 comics that I wanted to get signed, and I don't know if I've ever talked about this on Lipstick Nerds before, but my favorite writer of all time and the first graphic novel I ever read was called Pride of Baghdad, and it's written by Brian K. Vaughan, and he's like my favorite writer of all time.
I know you've mentioned that comic before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you told the story, but.
And so this year, or last year rather, Image was like giving out tickets to have, like if you wanted to get in line, you had to get a ticket and then come back to have your stuff signed. And I got there Saturday, I think it was. I got to the convention early, got in line to get my ticket. It was like 10:03 and all the tickets were gone.
Oh, no.
And I was like so distraught, and it was just like I don't know, I was like really upset about it, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just come back when he's here and hang out. Well, that night I ended up going to a party and running in. My friend Lauren and I were sitting at the bar getting drinks, and our friend Matt taps us on the shoulder and goes, isn't that Brian K. Vaughan? And we both like spin around and just like start girly squealing like this. And then we went over to the bar and we talked to him for like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. And he's just like really cool. So it was those moments where you're likely to run into someone anywhere. And it's just everyone's like really down to earth and stuff afterwards. So I guess if I'm going anywhere with this, for a piece of advice, if you don't get your stuff signed at the convention, don't panic, because there are other things that happen outside of the convention.
There's always other opportunities.
Yep.
That's awesome. I've never been to a con still in my life. But I don't know, it's kind of a tie between events that I've gone to in the last few months. So I did Kind of Funny and I did IGN House Party. It's kind of a tie between both, because at both of them I met amazing people. I mean, I got to hang out with you and Miranda again for like 5 minutes at one of them. I got to see Troy Baker at one of them. Just I think honestly it's just like the people that I met and like the awesome times that we had. We just not even like at the event, just like going and getting food and hanging out after and keeping in touch and stuff like that. I would think I'm gonna have to settle on Kind of Funny because it was the first event like this that I've done since Beyond. And like we didn't really know what was going on at Beyond. We didn't really know like how to do something like that and go with all these people that we've never met before and everything. But at Kind of Funny, I kind of knew what to do. It was just like walk around and be like, hi best friend, how's it going? And that's just what I did, is I walked around and I just talked to everybody and hung out, and like I already have met the key players at that, so it wasn't really too big of a concern for me to like stand in line and get a picture with them, even though I did. But like everyone else stayed for like hours and hours to get countless pictures with them, and I was just like, okay, I got my picture, I'm done. I'm gonna go see people that also, you know, have the same interests that I have, and we can talk and hang out and not just stand in line. And you know, we are also friends. We're not here just for pictures and autographs. We're here to hang out and meet people and spread the nerd and stuff. So, yeah, that's it.
Oh, let's try this again. Seriously, like if anyone goes to a convention or an event and they're like, uh-oh, did it cut out?
It was like, yeah, it was weird.
A little laggy.
Okay.
Something was happening.
There were words being spoken. If anyone goes to a convention or an event, like, I don't know, like, this here is proof that, like, you can make really good friends at these events. Like, it happens. Don't just go there and not have, like, an open mind at all, because you never know what kind of friendships you're going to develop and, like, where other things, because, I mean, like, we all met at Beyond 300, and
all drunk, all for 5 minutes, you know.
Yeah, and a secret story. I don't think I've ever told this again before.
Secret.
I started listening to Beyond like 2 weeks before this event.
You did.
So
I remember this.
I remember you saying this. I don't remember if it was just in a conversation or on the podcast, but I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started listening to episode 280, so I wasn't too far behind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, my friend was
I
just
started
like
listening around the same time. So.
Yeah, and it's like the only reason I went is because my friend was like, "You gotta go. It'll be fun. We're gonna have a great time." And I was like, "Sure, whatever. I'll send Greg my email. That's fine." And then, you know, I get invited, and I'm just like, "Oh shit, this is really about to happen."
This is the thing. It's happening. I'm going across the country.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, well, I should probably start listening to this." So I started listening, and I went, and like, this is the end result is right here. So.
You can have friends that you meet and then just automatically like have a spark. Like the three of us are going to be friends forever, and Miranda in there too. Like there's no changing it, and it's thanks to nerdy conventions like this. It's fantastic. So, and like don't shy away in the corner, because we were at one of the events and I saw this kid and he was just kind of hanging out by himself, like really close to our group, but he wasn't like joining in, and he would watch and listen and giggle and everything, and we were talking about something like what everyone does, and I went around the circle and I'm like, this person, what do you do? This person, what do you do? What do you do? Like doing my little hosty thing, because I just kind of roll into that, like let's have everyone else tell their whole life stories. And like I finished with everyone that was in our group, and I turned to this kid and I go, what do you do? And then immediately from then on he was like attached to our group. That's just what happened, and then he made friends, and I'm hoping that, you know, somewhere in there our little group helped him have an awesome time, because I know what it's like to go and stand in line, not by myself, but, you know, like G and I have gone to events, and when we went to Beyond 300, we went and stood in line, and we made a friend automatically right off the bat. And then as the day went on, we made more and more and more and more friends, and enough friends to where we both split off into groups and made friends and came back and talked about it, and it was awesome. And then now we're connected with everybody, like forever. So, and it's awesome.
Yay.
Everything is awesome.
Yay for inspirational nerd bitches. All right, that was an awesome topic. Thank you, Nidu. We love your questions.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. So super. I don't know if he's like a weird, creepy listener of the show. Danny, do you guys know this person?
I really hope he's not. He'll just like come up here and be like, "What the?"
Just stick his head in the door and be like, "Really, guys? Really?" Just kidding.
Yeah, that's my roommate, guys.
At Dan_Sabs on Twitter asks us, I'm going to be doing some traveling soon. So my question is, if you ladies are taking a group trip for 2 weeks, you go to 3 places. Where do you go as a group and for how long? Money is obviously no object, and let's just say it only takes a day to travel from place to place. So I think we've already decided that in a few years we're going to Japan.
Yes.
Yay!
We're going to Japan
I like that
together.
plan.
So that's number 1 on the list. Lipstick Nerds do Japan. And we'll
What are we going to do in Japan?
Eat.
Aside from eat.
And
Eat
game.
sushi.
And read comics.
Buy cute things.
So
Yeah.
there is a fox sanctuary that I really want to go to.
Done.
You go
that's
and you can pet all the fox. Like they just love it. They just love
Wear our
it.
fox rings, our Magic Ranger fox rings.
And that's what they love. They like go up to you and they're like, "Pet me, pet me." So we gotta go
Really?
there.
Like they're
because it would be so
like
cute.
little. They're friendly and they just come up and.
Yeah, and they just come up and they want to be pet. Let's see if I can find it. It was on Kotaku.
Isn't that like?
Kotaku.
Isn't that like where they have the cat cafes and stuff like that?
Yep,
Or is
they
that
have
Korea?
that
They
too.
have
It's
that
very
in
similar.
Like the
Yep.
Hello Kitty cafes where just everything is just like wall to wall Hello Kitty thing.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding, all in good humor. Yeah,
it's
like
called
I want to do everything in Japan. Let's pet foxes. That sounds fantastic.
I
You
want
can frolic with the foxes.
Frolic with the foxes. I love it. I want to frolic. And I want to eat. I want to eat everything. Like, my main goal when I go places is eating. Honestly. Like, I love food, so it's like, why not try something new? And I hate eating at places that you can get locally because it's like, why? Okay, so if I'm going to Italy, why would I eat at McDonald's? Like, really? Come on, people.
McDonald's.
True story, totally did that. We'd been there for like 2 weeks, and we just wanted a freaking cheeseburger, and we went, and I'll tell you what, they're so not the same, but they're still pretty darn good.
Wait, you went to Italy and you ate a cheeseburger from McDonald's?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
I went to London and ate a cheeseburger from McDonald's, so have fun.
I mean, that's like.
Well, it's like when you're gone from
That's
home for
okay.
2 weeks, like you want something that reminds you of home, and what reminds you of home but cheeseburgers?
It doesn't taste anything like
It does
home.
not
Also, I
taste
hate
anything like
McDonald's.
home. So the
But
thought of it,
What's like? What's different about their cheeseburgers?
they're not fake.
Like their actual real meat.
It tastes so real, it just doesn't count.
I don't know how to explain what I don't know how to explain it. It's like chocolate. Like when I went to London, their chocolate's different than ours too. So I got really excited because they had crispy M&Ms in like a store or whatever when we didn't have them anymore. And I bought like 4 packages and I opened one and started eating it and was like so upset because their chocolate is like I don't know, like almost like smoother than ours. It's very strange.
It's creamier. And
Yeah, it's creamier. And
You were
it's
just
weird.
like, you took the first bite and you're really confused.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're
And I
like,
was
"What
like,
is
why
this?"
did I buy these?
You weren't expecting that. You bought like the whole box full. You're just like, you could go outside and sell them or something.
Hey, yeah, when the crispy M&Ms came back, okay, I searched for them for a month, and when I found them, I bought 7 bags of them. The big bags, not the
They're my
individual.
favorite.
They're the best.
I haven't even had crispy M&Ms for a long time. I don't remember the last time I saw them.
I had them back in the 90s when they first came out, or whatever,
Yeah.
like late 90s, early 2000s, and I freaking
Yeah.
loved them. And then I found
They were
out they came
good.
out again, and I lost it, like went apeshit over them when I found them at Rite Aid, and they're lucky that I left 1 bag. There was only 6 on the stand. I was super pissed. Like,
Don't
who
they-
puts out
do they-
like 6 or 7? Are you kidding me?
Do they still have those, like, didn't they make pretzel ones or something?
Ugh, those
Yeah.
are-
Pretzel M&Ms. I mean, I've never tried them.
Neither have I. I won't.
I don't buy candy that much, but I remember seeing commercials for all kinds of weird M&Ms. I don't know. I don't know if it was good.
The crispy ones are. They're ridiculous. They're life-changing. Like, if you want to get on my good side, you bring me crispy M&Ms. So. I told everybody out there, I'm like, hey, if you run across crispy M&Ms and I find out that you bought some and you didn't save any for me and I never find them, I'll hunt you down. And then I found them. I'm like, okay, everyone that saved them for me is safe. You can eat your own.
Everyone is safe.
Everyone's safe. But I still want them. I see them every now and then. I'm like, oh, I want to buy more. Stop. Just stop. Like, 7 bags in a few months.
Like limited edition M&Ms. Isn't that the same thing
They
with
would only
like?
have them for a little bit and then get rid of them.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, where else are we going?
So I've already been to most of the places that I've wanted to go, except for a few. Like, so I've been to Italy, Switzerland, Russia, Finland, Denmark. So I want to add in there the places I want to go. I want to do France, Germany, and England. Besides Tokyo, of course, because Tokyo's number 1 on the list. That's just where we're going.
I think that like I really want to go to Scotland or Ireland to see all of their castles and stuff.
So
It's really exciting.
couldn't we totally just like meld that in with England?
Yeah.
That
Probably.
totally counts, right?
I mean, it's yeah.
My friend's going to Ireland and then flying over to London, and it's like $100 plane ride. So I'm sure we'll just melt it all together.
Right?
Yeah.
It'll just be one.
Same general area-ish.
What about
We're just gonna go there.
like Australia or New Zealand to check out where they filmed Lord of the Rings?
I
So-
want to go to
like
New
that.
Zealand.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that, but the fear of arachnid run-ins just turns me off. And I would love to go, and I'll probably go if I ever get the chance. But
Yeah.
I just get really nervous thinking about that.
It's alright, I'm not afraid of spiders, so I'll
We'll
kill
bring,
this.
we'll bring a master sword, and you can like save me.
We show up, I'm just running around like Link with a master sword.
Yeah, yeah,
Stabbing everything.
yeah.
Awesome.
I'm over in the corner, like, hey, listen.
Oh god.
Why not?
But that would be cool. I think it'd be badass to see where Lord of the Rings was made. If we can like
Yeah.
just fly there and just do that, I'd be okay with that.
You'd be okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because then we could do Australia at the same time. We could do both. We can go pet koalas.
I mean, if like Ireland,
Well,
Scotland,
for
and
me.
England are close enough, then I think that
For
New
me.
Zealand and Australia are close enough.
Yeah.
I heard that they're mean. I don't know who I heard that from, but
Dude, I saw a video on YouTube the other day. Okay, it was like this morning, and this poor mama koala, it died, it got killed or something, or hit by a car or whatever, and they took the little baby out of its pouch, and it was like all hairless and ugly and disgusting and gross, and they like, it was alive, so they nurtured it, and they raised it, and they like totally made it a cute little koala, and he was all bouncing around, all adorable and fluffy.
Bouncing
Really
around.
cute.
I thought you were gonna bring up the sea turtle video. Have you seen
Oh,
the
that
sea
was
turtle video?
horrific, and I like
That was
almost
disgusting.
cried.
Yeah, I felt so bad. There was like blood everywhere. I was like, oh, Sam, have you
This poor
seen
sea turtle got like some
Or
piece of
straw.
metal. Was it a straw?
It was a plastic straw
What?
shoved up its nose.
I thought it was
Yeah.
metal. Like it wouldn't
Nope.
bend. And, oh.
Nope, it's a straw.
Yeah, you saw just like this little piece of it hanging out of his nose, and you're like, oh, okay, that's gonna come out real quick. Maybe it's a quarter, like when little kids stick, I don't know, coins up their nose or whatever. And then they went to like pull it out, and it's like my Starbucks straw. It was like that. It just like came out of its nose. It was like horrible. There's like blood everywhere. It was sad.
Yeah.
I don't.
And they're
want
like
to see
talking
that.
about how they're like, we don't want to pull out its brain. I was like, oh my god, please don't pull out its brain.
Oh my God,
I'll
right?
to watch this if you pull brain
You
out.
can't put that on Facebook.
What video is this that you guys are? Was this on the news? What is this?
It's like
That's terrible.
It's like one of
I
those
don't watch
Facebook videos that all your friends like repost because it's oh so sad and they want to
Oh,
guilt you
I don't
into
click
recycling, and I'm like, I already recycle. Well, it started like auto playing, and I'm like, oh, that's a cute turtle. Oh, he's got something in his nose that sucks. And then I read the caption. It was like, this is horrendous. I couldn't even watch it. I was crying, and so I watched it, and it was horrendous, and I almost cried. It was sad.
That's bad. That's not good. I don't like that. I don't want to see any of
Why?
that.
But I love watching those videos when they take like little animals that are all like sad and they've been neglected, and then they raise them back to health, and they're all
The
happy.
ASPCA. Yeah.
Those bitches always just make me cry. But there's some of them out there that are like different companies that are really cute.
Yeah. Where else should we go?
Well, we already have Australia area on there.
Okay, we got that. We got, that's good.
And we have Tokyo. And were we going to do England, or do we want to go somewhere tropical?
We should go to a vacation place. We should go somewhere tropical.
Let's
I
go
don't
to
know where.
Belize.
Okay.
It's tropical.
I like that. I like that.
Right?
Sure.
There's a beach there.
Oh god. I
We
can't
don't
even
need
tan. Like
I want to go so many places. I know. I would just get sunburned.
Yeah. Amanda's going to be out there in like a snow coat. Can we go inside, guys?
I'm freezing. No, someone made a joke. I've been trying to tan on my days off, so because it's been really hot here, so I go and lay out in the sun for a couple hours, like an hour, because then I get bored. And maybe it was Danny. I don't know. Someone made a joke about how the sun. I burned the sun because like I'm so
Of how bright and
the
white
sun
you were.
just bounced. Yeah. I was like, wow, you guys are really mean. So yeah.
That's
I guess
awesome.
I'll go, but I have to like wear like a black dress and walk around with an umbrella.
I'll stand under the umbrella with you because I get super sunburned. I mean, I can be out. I'll be like, I'll stick a hand out every once in a while and kind of get a little tan going on, but I don't know.
Like run
I
out.
don't know. Maybe
run around
we
real quick
shouldn't
and then
go.
run back under.
Maybe we shouldn't go to the beach. Let's
The beach is too hot, and there's nothing to do there besides tan and swim. And if half of
I don't
my
like
group
swimming.
can't tan, then I don't really want to go.
And I don't really want to go in the water very far anyways because I'm really paranoid about going in the ocean. And I just don't want like fish and seaweed and things to rub up against my legs. So
See, I don't mind that as long as I can see it. I'm paranoid about going to so many places where I can't see what's going on. Like if the water's
Yeah.
kind of dark or whatever, or like, I just, no, not a fan. Not a fan. But I like it when it's like super clear and you can see like all the little fishies and stuff. That's fun. Because then you can see something coming after you and you can try and get away.
yeah. Can run.
Hey, that's a cool shark. Let's run away.
G always makes this joke that his only defense if a shark was ever to attack him would be to poop himself. Because honestly, what kind of a shark is going to stay around after that?
Oh
That's
god.
fun.
All right. So did we pick a third place?
I still go England, Scotland-ish area. So I'll give those 3.
Yeah,
All right. I'm
I'm cool
cool.
with that.
that's 3. That's good. I like our plans.
We'll eat sushi, and then we'll eat fish and chips, and then we'll eat, what do they eat in Australia? Vegemite? We'll do that. I've always wanted to try that. Always.
We'll
Don't
eat Tim Tams.
Amanda. I love Tim Tams.
I mean, we can eat them here, but we can eat them there, and it'll be.
They're so much better when they come from Australia. Like when you know that somebody has brought them specifically for you from another country, it's always tastes better that way.
Yeah. I haven't even seen Tim Tams in the store in a while. I don't know where to buy them.
I think you can get them at Cost Plus.
Oh. They used to, when I was in college still, they used to sell them in this little tiny convenience store they had on campus. For a while they were selling Tim Tams, and they were expensive, but I kept buying them because they were amazing. You do the thing where you get like coffee or hot chocolate or something like that, and you like bite both ends off and you kind of like drink it through there.
What?
You never heard of that? Look up
No,
the Tim
I've only had
Tams
Tim
one.
Tams once, and out of my package of like 10 or however many's in there, I only got 3.
I'm
Oh.
Googling what a Tim Tam is because I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're pretty freaking ridiculous.
They're chocolate.
Oh my god, they sound amazing.
Yeah, they have like a million different flavors though. Because like I've seen them in all different like
Cappuccino.
colors and shit. Ooh, cappuccino. That sounds bomb. I love anything coffee flavored, especially coffee.
I don't remember which ones they had in the store.
That's
I know
a thing.
the
It's called a
original.
Tim Tam Slam.
Yeah, that's
Also
what I'm
known as
saying.
Tim Tam Shotgun. I can't.
Tim
This is like a
Tam
tongue twister.
Shotgun.
Yeah. Tim
That one
Tam
sounds like an
Bomb.
alcoholic
How much Tim
version.
could a Tim Tam Tim if Tim Tam could Tim Tam?
Tim Tam Slam. It's
Dragon
legit.
Slam?
That's where I learned it. I learned it from YouTube.
That was the wrong spelling.
I bet that would taste amazing in like hot cocoa with
Yeah.
Baileys and just
Baileys? What?
shotgunning through it. Tim Tam. Anyway,
Wait, what the heck is a Tim Tam Slam? I'm not seeing this anywhere. Do
go
I have to
ahead.
like Google Tim Tam
I know
Slam?
it's a couple of years since I saw it, but I think something about it involves biting off the ends and like during.
There's
Yeah.
a wiki how on it.
Practice of drinking
Yeah.
a hot beverage through a Tim Tam. Opposite
Yeah.
corners of the Tim Tam are bitten off, and one end is submerged into the beverage, and the beverage
Yeah.
is sucked up through the biscuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
the
delicious.
biscuit. Okay. Because it's like, I don't know, like
I
a
thought you
wafer.
had one.
I did have one, but like it
Yeah.
seemed like there wasn't a hole directly through it. It wasn't like I was eating a Twizzler and I could see through it. Like it
Well,
just
'cause
seems
you have
weird
to bite
me
it.
that you
It's
could
like-
suck
it's
it through
like wafer-
chocolate.
Yeah, it's
Or
like
through- yeah.
wafer. It's like a wafer, like a Kit Kat.
Yeah, so I didn't know that the wafer would be that thin. I thought it would just be really dense. Yeah, we heard that, Amanda.
I always make a lot of noise.
Well, Ari's not around here to do it anymore, so somebody has to make up for it.
oh, hang on. Let me make like a ton more noise because I didn't know I had to live up to Ari's standard.
Right?
So if you find Tim Tams, you should try out the slime. I don't remember how, like, what the method is, if it's just drinking or what, but it's a thing and people do it. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, the picture that I saw in this WikiHow or whatever, it was bite both ends off, and then it had like a thing of like bourbon or something like that, or cognac or whatever, and they sipped it through that, and they're like,
Whoa.
if it's hot, heat it up like enough or whatever, and then drink it through that, and then it will melt the chocolate as it goes up,
And then you eat the chocolate.
and then you eat the chocolate that's all full of cognac and warm
Yeah.
and chocolatey. And I'm
I don't know. I
totally
think I would just rather do it with coffee or like hot chocolate. I don't know about that. That's like to the next level. That's the Tim Tam shot. Whatever you were saying.
Yeah, Tim Tam shotgun.
Is that the alcoholic version, or is it just
Yeah.
what they also call it? Oh, okay.
I don't know. They have like three. It's Tim Tam shotgun, Tim Tam bomb, and Tim Tam explosion. But like all of those three, I don't know. Slam doesn't really sound appropriate.
What would happen if you only bit one end off the Tim Tam and then tried to pour the drink of choice, hopefully liquor, into the Tim Tam? Would it
Oh
like
my god, it's
would
not
the
a
wafers
cup.
soak it up, and would that be the bomb? Like that's what I'm wondering. Like what's a Tim Tam bomb? It would have to be like full of it,
I
right?
feel like that would just be a mess.
I would eat that. Just saying.
I feel like that would just be so messy. Just trying to pour into this little
Yeah.
tiny cracker.
Well, you gotta like aim.
Well,
or
you can
whatever.
if you find some Tim Tams again, you can make a video.
I'm gonna
and you
save
can-
them until we're all together, and then I'm gonna make all of you do it together.
It's like a Tim Tam funnel.
I like it. If anyone has awesome candy and they see us, they're more than welcome to give us the candy, and we'll save them until we're all together, and then we'll eat all of it with
Oh
alcohol,
my god.
because that's how
What?
awesome things are.
Sounds like a rough night.
It can't be any rougher than other nights we've had.
So much sugar.
Oh my
I'm okay with
god.
that.
Oh my god.
So before we wrap up the show, I want to do a little.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Sorry.
guess what we're doing on our Twitter page? We heard that too, Amanda. God. We're doing a giveaway. We have a beta code for Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, whatever. Probably saying it wrong.
Siege.
Thank you.
Siege.
Seizure.
No,
Um,
Here's a beta code for a seizure.
yeah. so we have a
Rainbow
beta code
Six
for that.
Seizure.
I don't have specifications as to what console it's on. I think it's choose your own. But we have that. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter and tweet at us anything. At us in anything. You can say, hey, I'm watching at Lipstick Nerds. Hey, at Lipstick Nerds, blah, 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 whatever. Just add us in something. Just like our last giveaway. giveaway ends on the 28th. I think I said at like midnight or something like that, or noon. I don't know. I put it out on Twitter. I'll tweet it again. We'll just say midnight on the 28th. I'll pick somebody and we'll announce them on the 29th, and you can have the code before next month when the beta comes out. That's it.
Sweet.
Yeah. Also, I'm trying to collect money for Extra Life. I don't know if anyone else here is too, but I'm part of the Nerdy Nights Extra Life team. If you want to donate to my Extra Life, that'd be great, because my goal is to crush Ben Reddick, so I need to get more money than him. My goal is $500, and I think his is $1,000, but I know if I get enough people that donate money, you can crush Ben Reddick. So help me out here, guys. It's on my Twitter. I've tweeted it out. Is there anything else you guys want to pimp?
No, I don't have anything to pimp at the moment.
No? Nothing?
I mean,
Oh. Never mind, go ahead.
oh, you said oh.
Oh? Well, I was going to mention that at least Amanda and I, Sam, I don't know if you're going, but December, we're going to PlayStation Experience. So
Oh, yeah, I'll be
we'd like
there.
to see your
Yeah, I'm
faces
going.
there. Yeah? Awesome.
Yeah.
So if you're there, we have a Facebook group going for some of the people that we know.
Oh my god, guys, can we hang out for more than like 10 minutes? Can we make that a thing?
Yes! Okay, goal. 15-minute marker. You know, PlayStation Experience, we have to. I'll put a timer on it. Nobody can leave.
Nobody can leave. That sounds.
Nobody can leave. If you're
No,
lucky, maybe
no,
you'll
like-
catch all of us in the same place, because I'm assuming Miranda might be going too.
Yes, I'm assuming. Well, it's in San Fran, so.
Right? She lives like right there. Even if she's like, oh, she better stop by like she did last time. For longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, 15 minutes at least.
Yep. Sam,
And I saw her for like 20 minutes. You just
What?
went inside.
you hung out in line with her, okay? I was in the front of the line. I got in early and I couldn't hang out with you guys. Sam, where can we read your stuff?
You can read all of my stuff at nerdist.com. I cover video games mostly. I also do television. I'm recapping Mr. Robot right now, which is an awesome, super awesome show you should check out. And you can also find my daily musings and, you know, whatever the heck I want to say on Twitter at Sam3214. It's in the little lower third thing right here, so you can check that out. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Amanda, where can we find you?
Alright, so as usual, you can find me at Wake Up Paramore pretty much anywhere. And Ben Riddick and I actually started our podcast last week. We launched it. It's called Nightly Novels. Every week we are actually discussing a randomly generated graphic novel based upon a list that he and I created that we feel that people should read, especially comic readers who don't really know where to start or don't really know where to begin. And everything that we have, I'm pretty sure, I think there's only one thing on there that we have that hasn't been finished yet. So everything we have is like a fairly completed story arc. So it's stuff that's, you know, easily picked up and read, and then, you know, you can continue on without having to worry about waiting around for the next issue. So we talk about what I'm considering older stuff, even though it's not really older, but it's not current running series. And last week we discussed Forever Evil. That was the first novel we discussed on Nightly Novels. And this week we're actually discussing X-Men Days of Future Past. So we do this every Thursday around 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 my time. And you can come hang out with us on Twitch. And I'm sure I have a link somewhere, but I suck at linking stuff. So just look it up. I'll link it later.
Probably on her Twitter. You can find me at HarleyQuinn103 pretty much anywhere, Twitter, Instagram, PlayStation Network. I'm occasionally on the Nerdy Nights Radio podcast. Last week I had a guest spot on Alex O'Neill. He was on our podcast last week. His podcast, Irrational Passions. I did a little guest spot on that. It was fantastic. Go take a look. Listen. Look. Whatever. Before I forget, something that I was going to start pimping out earlier, then I totally forgot. Amanda and I, we're going to try and start a love and relationship advice podcast that we totally haven't told anyone about.
Oh, look, now you guys know.
This is a world reveal.
We're trying to do it. We simply need love and relationship questions. So if you have them, you can email them to lipsticknerdsmlg@gmail.com. We are going to wait until we have a nice little hefty amount of them. We'll sit down, we'll record an episode. Hopefully we want to get about an episode out a month. So if you have questions, you can submit them, and we will do anonymous too if you want to remain.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll definitely keep stuff private
Just
for you guys.
Tell us that you want to be anonymous.
Yeah.
And not just love relationship advice. We gave Alex advice on a living relationship that he had with a friend.
We also had a 20-minute discussion of pancakes versus waffles. So
and a 45-minute discussion on Persona, but that's different. You want a relationship advice for you and Rise? You tweet at us. So get those started. We want to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. This has been episode 31 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.